It's a little hard sometimes to rest, unwind. Holla if you're here because you want to leave your stress behind. Getting into overload, don't lose your flow. Holla if you're here because you wanna bury your sorrow in a vibe, honey. All of your troubles don't seem so amplified, 'cause inside we're brave. Can't take you over deeply, your appetite. That's a vibe, honey. We got the specialist beating for supply. We put it down, and they'll be telling us, yeah, yeah. Spin another vibe, bro. We lift and light up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out, say hi, bye. Yeah, yeah. Spin another vibe, bro. We lift and light up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out, yeah. And you'll be singing, ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. You'll be singing, ah, yeah, in no time. Like I don't wanna go, like I don't wanna go, go, go home. And you'll be singing, ah, yeah. You'll be singing, ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Get out, yeah. It's a little hard sometimes to feel the quiet. Holla if you're settling, we'll let it spin whenever tired. Getting into overload, don't lose your flow. Holla if you're here because you wanted us to take control with the vibe, honey. All of your troubles don't seem so amplified, 'cause inside we're brave. Can't take you over deplete your appetite. That's a vibe, honey. We got the specialist beat sequence supply. We put it down, and they'll be telling us, yeah, yeah. Spin another vibe, bro. We lift and light up. When the night ends, you'll be
Well, welcome in everybody to Talladega for round 12 of the ENSCAR Championship, and tonight, well, round 1 of the round of 10. Round 1 of 2, in fact. So a big night ahead for everyone, and joining me in the comms box as per a Wednesday night, it is the one and only Mr. Carl Nedler. Carl, mate, how are we?
Yeah, thanks, Brad. Welcome, viewers and passionate ENSCAR fans. Yeah, no, we're not too bad, mate. We're pretty good on a Wednesday. Looking forward to a bit of bump drafting, bit of pack racing, and a bit of super speedway action, and the big one at some stage, hopefully.
Yeah, too right, the big one. It's, well, a pretty common occurrence at Talladega, and hopefully tonight we see it at some stage. And I say hopefully because, mate, we always get around the big one at Dega, or even Daytona for that fact. But yeah, tonight it's a big one, mate, and what a track to have a playoff round at Talladega, the big super speedway.
Yeah, this is literally going to be a lottery, and like I'm quite fond of this place. This is the track where I had my only ENSCAR sort of what would you call it, success in a race win. So anyone, if I can get a win here, mate, anyone can.
Yeah, well, I tell you
including Josh Anderson.
Yeah, well, you reckon? Shit, that's a big call, Carl. That's a big call. Well,
we'll give him the benefit of the doubt anyway.
Yeah, fair enough, fair call. Well, big thanks first of all to Big Pop. Cheers for the sub, mate. What does that make it? 25 months now. That's over 2 years. So get amongst that, bloody champion. Tell you what, Thomas McEwen out of nowhere, P2 tonight. And I tell you what, tonight some of the big hitters out of the equation, so to say. No Harding, no Dilworth, and no Willie McClune in the field tonight. All busy doing maybe something to do with Bathurst or something. I don't know what it is, but yeah, not here tonight. So, we talk about a lottery tonight. Can we see one of these guys in this round of 10 lock themselves in to the round of 5, or will it be, mate, someone racing for that plate championship?
Yeah, well, this is going to be an interesting night. Obviously, as good as the Sigma guys are,
Harding is here. Sorry.
No hard feelings to the Sigma boys if you're tuning in, but it's going to be a slightly different night with you guys not here, being able to call someone else to win a race, hopefully, other than Sigma.
Yeah, well, we'll see, because they do have numbers. I know that Corey Crossan is in the house, along with Ben Stillborn, and I've just seen Bryce Harding just pop up on my screen. He's just jumped into P4, in fact. But while we get a quick moment, Carl, I'll get the current situation with the plate, with the championship on the screen, I should say. Of course, first race of that round of 10 tonight. No one as yet safe, although Luke Dilworth, that impressive buffer above that cut line at the moment. He's 41 points in the plus. Not here tonight, but there's Charlotte next week. Is it Charlotte that we're going to, Carl?
Vegas, and then
Vegas. Okay.
Homestead.
So,
look at that! Look at those guys in the red there, Brad. There is, well, even up to Pluck, there's 7 points. Separating the last 7 guys.
Yeah, absolutely nothing in it. So it is going to be a big race tonight, and there was talk of a few guys missing tonight. Obviously, Bryce has thought, well, he's just above that cut line, so he has to be here tonight. So has joined us. And then we go plates. We'll get a quick look at that plate while the cars start gridding up. Ooh. And Luke Bradley at the moment in control of that over Luke Yeager. Just 3 points though, but Big Pop there still sits at P4. So look for him to have a big night tonight, possibly move up the table. Just get rid of that stuff for you, and we'll get into a bit of a grid draw for tonight.
Get amongst it.
Let's see if we can get this right.
While we're waiting for that, I guess, Brad, just a quick shout out again to the usual sponsors. This week, our round sponsor is Strazberg Designs. Sorry, here we go.
There we go. Of course, it is dual racing first up, Carl. So we'll get into our heat 1 grid. It is George Elliott and Cole Trickle, aka Chris Robertson, off that front row.
Starting from row number 2, we have Julian Westbury and Daniel Johnston.
Impressive from Westbury there. Out of row 3, it'll be Xavier Simmons and Jordeep Stubbs.
From row number 4, we have Scott Kinton and Marty Mitchell.
Out of row number 5, it'll be Big Pop lining up next to Corey Crossan.
From row number 6, we have Ben Stillborn and Matt Blee.
Out of row number 7, it'll be Wayne Van Biljon and Paul McKenzie.
From row number 8, we have Dylan Jordan and RC Brown.
Out of row number 9, it'll be Caleb Beecroft and Deepak Gregory.
Rounding out the field, we have Peter Rothmut starting out of row number 10.
So there you go, Carl, your starting lineup for dual race number 1. And I'm going to say, are we 12 laps in distance? I think.
10 or 12, something like that.
Yeah, of course, this just basically is going to decide the inside line for the big 50-lap race tonight. And you mentioned it, Carl Strazberg Designs getting amongst it, your weekly round sponsor.
A lovely little mantra: if you're not first, look good coming last.
Yeah, tell you right, get amongst it. Sure, if you hit that man up on his Facebook, Strazberg Designs, go check him out. Get yourself a livery done by him. He certainly does some top work. But here we go, Carl. Looks like safety car, pace car, high-pacing car, whatever we're going to call it, it's going to pull down to the pits, and we're going to get underway with the dual race number 1. Up the Prius in the chat, there it is, look at it. Jordeep Stubbs getting amongst it, Team Prius. And I tell you what, Westbury has had one hell of a qualifying season best, career best, no doubt about that. Starts out of row 2 in this dual race, and let's get things going, Carl.
Yeah, well, Westbury sitting up in P3. It's obviously a bit of an unusual sight, but it's what we like to see. We like to see guys getting up there, mixing it up front, and chucking their name in the hat, as we seem to go 3 wide on the exit of turn 2 with Daniel Johnson.
Oh, look out!
Oh,
Let's go, boys. Talladega. We are on.
there we go.
Oh, and we're
Mackenzie
into
the wall with Matt Blee.
Oh, Mackenzie
there we
is
go.
around. And no yellers, so we got to stay green. And George Elliott, meantime, out front. And, well, it hasn't taken long, Carl. First victim of Talladega has been claimed, Mackenzie.
Yellow 0.5 in the chat.
Yeah, we'll get that prediction up for the main race, otherwise, boy.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, the duels can be a little bit of a, sort of just work your way into it, but from a commentary point of view, there are no yellows, and you just sort of, 12 laps, we just sitting there chatting shit, but no, we'll look to try and spice it up. But in all fairness, Brad, these guys are probably just out here getting some laps in and just getting a feel for the car, feel for the track, feel for racing around each other, and trying to get blow the cobwebs off of the super speedway style of racing, given that we've actually had quite a busy season for super speedway racing, haven't we? The Daytona, Atlanta, and now Talladega. So yeah, this has been quite a busy season from that drafting style of racing.
Yeah, it certainly has, as we check out this Talladega night special. How good is that from Matt Blee?
Gave him the old right hook into the fence.
Well, I tell you what, these races really Really don't mean too much, Carl, but mate, she's elbows out early to be fair, and man, if this is how the race is going to go, we could be in for one hell of a wild race, to say the least, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, it's just we see Wayne Van Biljon getting shuffled back to the back of the pack there, just sort of left high and dry in the middle. But yes, no, you're not wrong, Brad. This could be an action-packed night. It could be a bit of a long one too if we see quite a few wrecks in that main race.
Yeah.
For the laps too. So yeah, I don't know. We're trying to be optimistic about this. It'll be nice to see some good green flag running in that main race, and seeing some team strategies play out, and seeing how these guys can, if a group of guys can actually drive away from the pack and force themselves into a position where they've got to be chased down and maybe get a win.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you talk about team strategies and stuff, and mate, teamwork, drafting, it's all going to help. And currently, we're just riding on board here with Corey Cross, and of course, teammate Stillborn up in front of him. And well, they've made no secret of it, man. They've been working with in the background there, Xavier Simmons, and these guys start getting in a line. And well, mate, she could be hard work for the rest of the field from there, to be fair, because we can already see these guys 1, 2, 3, and Caleb Beecroft as well, part of that fast lane team, along with Xavier Simmons. Yeah, teamwork, split the field early. Could be a long night for some of these other guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. Just thinking, maybe we could drag up Kempy for a chat, considering he's not racing before he does get strapped in.
Get his thoughts.
Yeah, we'll get him up. We'll get him up.
Ahead of me, one step ahead of me. Oh, there's a big one! Who was that? Oh, looks like Elliot. Elliot's involved, so is Matt Blee. That was a huge moment, Carl. We just caught it in the corner, and that was big. We'll get a replay up.
We'll drag Kempy in and have a chat, but get that replay up, and we'll get him in and have a chat. Kempy, are you there?
Yeah, we'll have a gun.
Good. How are you feeling ahead of tonight? We just thought we'd drag you up and get your thoughts ahead of the race tonight, or your dual race at least anyway, as we see a replay of George Elliott and Matt Blee on screen. Absolutely getting stuck into each other.
And I tell you what, sorry to interrupt you there, but that looked like a bit of contact from the 59 of Jordeep Stubbs, hard into the back of the 82, then turned him into Matt Blee, and that was a big moment.
Ooh.
That was a big moment.
Well, at least I can continue my tradition of being near the back of the field and qualifying for the super speedways, so that's one thing that I've got ticked off.
Well, I tell you what, Kempy, mate, we got 5 or so laps left in this one, but of course you're up in duel number 2 tonight, and mate, thoughts ahead of your duel race? What are you thinking? You know, you just want to, do you want to move forward, or do you want to finish where you start and sort of try and avoid all the shit and see if you're there at the end of it?
I'd like to try and keep clean and ideally get to like the last lap and be within contention of something, and then potentially pull out and go for a last minute move or something like that. But as we've seen in this, you can try as hard as you like to stay clean and end up in the fence, or no one wants to make their mind up and pick a lane. So yeah, it's a hard one to say what could happen. What you want to do could be completely opposite to what everyone else wants to do.
Yeah, I tell you what, these guys are absolutely sending it in dual racing. We're going 3 wide early, mate. So, you know, you sort of think you just want to get through the dual race and get into the main race, but 3 wide action early here, and I think it could be a matter of survival early.
Yeah, well, it seems to be looking that way. There's been some action in this one, so if that's anything to go by, the second one won't be much different, I couldn't imagine. Obviously, you get points in these for the first top 10 or whatever it is, get points in the duels, so potentially that's why the anger and aggression's coming out in some of these blokes to try and get some stage points. But I'll get behind the wheel and see what happens and hope for the best, I guess.
Yeah, that's all you can do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Off topic from ENSCAR, Kempy.
Yo.
How's Tasman feeling after Talladega went down to the Tasman and took the shield off them?
I don't know, probably a bit gutted.
I seen you sitting at the game getting all G'd up for it, and then the Bulls rolled into town and just took all took the glory away from you boys.
Oh, it was their worst game of the season, and they had to do it then, didn't they? Like, obviously they could have gone top of the table and locked the shield away for summer, and yeah, it would have been good going into the finals, probably top spot. But yeah, they had their worst game of the season last weekend, so hopefully they can beat Canterbury this week and go to a semi-final next week and see what happens from there. But I was a bit dark on it. I sort of thought in the last 20 minutes of the second half they sort of come back, and I thought, oh yeah, we've got a bit of a chance here. I had to give the ref and the touchy a bit of abuse because they were blind fuckers and all that sort of stuff. But just got to do what you got to do, eh?
I'm getting in the
Didn't
chat
help,
there. Getting in the chat from Tomo. They feel like the Magpies. So there you go.
Well, to make Tasman's only lost 2 games this season, not 50.
Yeah, shots fired. Shots fired. I tell you
that's
what,
it. You're going
Kempy.
through the fence, Tomo.
Couple of laps to go on this one, mate. You better go get yourself
Get ready.
prepared for dual race number 2, mate, and yeah, we'll see what unfolds in that one.
Yeah, well, Tomo's off pole, so hey, see what happens, eh? If he stands on the brakes off the start, we could be on for something.
We'll see what happens. All right, cheers, Kempy,
Right.
mate. We'll
Cheers, boys.
possibly catch up with you during the main race.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Have a good one.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's always good injecting a bit of Kempy into the comms box. It just gets the juices flowing and the commentary vibes up as we hit the white flag here. Brad in dual race number 1, Stillborn leading it out. Simmons in P2, Dylan Jordan in P3 with the Prius down the inside getting a push from Cole trickle down the back stretch. Look at Beecroft. Simmons down low.
Oh, contact! Oh, Deepak's gone! It's gone off early! Here at Dega, Westbury's around as well, and oh, there's cars absolutely everywhere. We'll watch the race to the line, and I tell you what, get up, Big Pop! Dual race number 1, pushing Cold Trickle, look up the inside! Is he gonna do it, folks? Big Pop! Not quite close enough, what a race! Dual race number 1! Get amongst it, Carl!
Ooh, that was spicy finish there, Brad.
Oh boy, some cars are not going to make it home in that one by the looks, and man, Big Pop.
Get a little bit of the early itch. Did he just pull the trigger too soon?
Oh, I tell you, that gets the juices flowing, Carl. What a finish to heat race number 1. Big Pop was in with contention, and I told him earlier, you know, if he was going to be in with contention, I'd be bringing it home. And that was only a dual race. If he's there at the in the main race, oh, there's going to be trouble, I tell you.
Oh yeah, I can just see that Collins Automotive Mustang just slot into P3 there, and his first thought was, oh, just time it right and get yourself a chance, Big Pop. Give yourself a chance, but no doubt he'll be very happy starting out of position number 3.
Well, yeah, what will that make him? P7 for the main one, yeah? They will consume the inside line, I believe, so that'll be 1, 3.
Row number 3.
Oh, he'll be out of P5. So we check
P5.
out the top 10 results there as the cars do start lining up for dual race number 2. And Kinton, well, mate, I saw him up towards the front in that one. Obviously got caught up in one of the incidents. And I tell you what, man, it has been a lively start to the Talladega around 12. So we'll get our grids up on screen for you. Strazberg Designs just covering the top, but never mind. Out of row number 1, it will be Thomas McEwen lining up next to Bryce Harding.
From row number 2, we have Josh Galashan and Luke Bradley.
Out of row number 3, it'll be Luke Yeager lining up next to Justin Allen.
From row number 4, we have Paul Stewart and Cam James.
Out of row 5, it'll be Hayden Kirk lining up next to Don Gilbert.
From row number 6, we have Kyle Matthews and Craig Corbett.
Out of row 7, it'll be Aidan Gregory lining up next to Ben Doherty.
From row number 8, we have Matt Pluck and Ant Green.
Out of row number 9, it'll be Michael Kemp lining up next to David Sontag. And that will round out the field for dual race number 2. And well, mate, let's see what this one produces. I thought we'd just be in for
that got heated up towards the end of that on that white flag lap in that first duel, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought we'd be in for a nice calm couple of dual races, to be fair, but these guys absolutely racing for keeps out there at the moment. So let's see how we go. McEwen and Harding.
If you can hear me, I just got to...
You're right there, Carl. As the iRacing car moves down to pit lane, McEwen to set the pace for
Apologies,
dual race.
my headset decided to turn itself off.
Oh, it had enough for one night. Here we go. Back racing, dual race, and number 2, 12 laps. Again, the distance, McEwen to lead him out. It's been a good start for McEwen too. Galashan right in behind.
Oh, I can hear you again.
A few technical difficulties there, Carl.
Yeah, the old headset just decided to run out of battery. So, but we're back. Harding decided to just punch his way to the lead with McEwen down low. So,
And look at this again. We're 3 wide early on the opening lap in dual race number 2.
Justin Allen's just sold himself to the devil up high, and every man and his dog's going to go right below him.
Yeah, but look out, because Doherty's coming. He's going to get a big push from Ben Doherty. And let's see what happens here. There's 3 wide, opening lap of dual race number 2. But Harding getting a big push from Luke Bradley, your current plate championship leader.
Yes. Well, we're just going to set him to a group. So Justin's actually gone from row number 3 to the back of the field. Bizarre move, but yeah, it could have just been a bit of a trouble.
Yeah, and look at these. There's some absolute classic paint jobs in the field tonight. The old Spice liveries out there as well. Just caught that in the rear vision mirror of Luke Yeager as we ride on board with him. Currently P6 in the race. And I tell you what, things getting a bit out of shape in this line. And that always leads to a bit of trouble. McEwen trying to hold it nice and tight at the moment down the bottom.
We're going to say we don't need an excuse to get bloody revved up in this commentary box, do we, Brad?
Nah, absolutely not.
It just happens.
Yeah, too right.
Look at that top. Look at that top lane. Is that going to be something to keep note on later as we get into the proceedings, Brad? You reckon that top lane having a bit of momentum and just driving around the outside there?
Yeah, absolutely. It seems to be the favoured line at the moment. We saw it on dual race number 1, in fact. It's that outside row pushed to the front. That was before it all unfolded, of course.
Liam Wise back in the chat. Heard Willie and Luke are on a lovers romantic holiday together. A little bit of Brokeback Mountain, you reckon?
Yeah, there you go. That explains it all. And look at Hayden Kirk, is it? No, Cam James, in fact. He's having a good run in
Look,
this one
look,
as we
Corbett.
see Craig Corbett drop down to the bottom. There we go, we got him in the chat even. It's date night tonight. That's where they are. They've had enough of taking all the glory in the ENSCAR Championship. Of course,
Couple of butt pirates.
of course, Dilworth claimed his 6th win of the season.
It's probably good that they're sitting out. Give someone else some spotlight.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
All due respect, fellas. It's probably a good thing to give everyone else a chance to actually front up and win something.
Give someone else a chance of locking themselves in, maybe, you reckon?
Giving everyone else some false hope.
One man that will be looking to lock himself in tonight, our defending back-to-back champion, Bryce Harding. He is just 1 point above that cut line at the moment, so he'll be looking to have a big night tonight. Try and get it done in the absence of his teammates.
Well, he'll be looking to bag some points from this dual race as well, which will no doubt help sort of just shuffle him up those standings a spot or two. But yeah, I mean, he's going to be one man that's going to be very determined to get that win tonight and lock himself into that championship race in 2 weeks' time at Phoenix, Brad, isn't he?
Yep.
And be the only person to have a crack at a three-peat.
How are we, DDK? Yeah, Aaron, he was in the dual race number 1, so this is our second dual race. Of course, just a couple of dual races ahead of the main 50-lap race.
Look at this three-wide madness.
Yeah, this is
Look,
great.
Kirk, Black,
I get
Jaeger,
amongst it. Is that
Paul
Hayden
Stewart.
Kirk on the outside?
It is, yeah.
So he's getting a big push from the 51 of Pluck. And these guys are going to climb their way forward in the dual race.
Well, these guys are a bit more behaved than dual number 2.
Oh, 4 wide, as you say it.
The big
Oh,
Sontag.
and Harding is getting flushed out a little bit here, so it's going to push him back a little bit. As I tell you what, Pluck and Hayden Kirk.
Just watch this lane. Kempy's going to come up in behind Ant Green. I was on it. He goes Jaeger back down into that inside lane there, right in behind Luke Bradley.
Jamie was 3rd place in dual race number 1. Luke, this is the second dual race at the moment.
Hayden Kirk leads us out here, Brad. So
Again, that high line, Carl. That high
yeah,
line.
that's what we sort of that's what we're up here for. Take a look at these little patterns that start unfolding and keep our eye on things.
Yeah, well,
Straight
again.
up to the bottom again. There goes Harding.
Harding
Followed by
looking for a
Ant
way
Green.
forward.
Ant Green, he's pretty good custom when it comes to the super speedway racing. He's been a guy that's sort of been on board with the league a few seasons now, and he's shown some good improvement as the seasons go on, and he's sort of starting to mix himself up and become a bit of a contender, top 10 contender. Recently. Oh, look at this, Kempy! What are you doing, son? Get out of there!
Yeah, I tell you what, that was almost. That was so close. He's going to find himself drop right to the back here. There's no way he's going to be able to stay up high at this point. Craig Corbett jumps up to the high line, and Ant Green just goes quickest lap of the race, 49.902, 908. Sorry, make that.
Yeah, I don't know. Even like 3 laps to go, I reckon cheeky little Luke Bradley pulling a line, little Jaeger follows him. They're not going to push themselves past that Sigma. So I'm so used to saying Sigma. I mean, literally, it's just like it's just so ingrained week after week. Get past those Kiwi Sim Racing guys.
Yeah, how good. There you go. Driver looking forward to getting into next season. Tell you what, Summer Cup will be coming up at some point at the conclusion of the ENSCAR Championship. We won't be streaming that. We just stick with the main series. But if you are interested in getting amongst the series, go and check out that page right there in the Twitch chat.
Oh,
bit of,
Kempy!
yeah, contact again. He's living dangerously, I tell you. The 98 just ran it into the side
Matthews?
of Corbett. This is a big push up high, Carl.
Luke Brady down the bottom, down to the bottom. Harding into the middle. Can you give him a decent push? No, that.
We're gonna go 4 wide.
Kempy!
No!
What are you doing, son?
No way! 4 wide! No deal, we saw it in the real life race on Monday morning, but I tell you what.
Jesus.
Contact! McEwen! Galashan, he's going to be involved as well. Oh, it's gone pear-shaped. We stay green. No yellows in the jewels. And I tell you, they went 4 wide. It was never going to end well.
Look at Kempy's run. He's got Jaeger behind him, right up and behind Harding. Can these guys pull out a line and get that run off the turn 4? No, Kempy decides to sell his soul and get down the bottom.
Yeah, well, to tell you what, Jill Races providing the goods tonight, Carl. Here I was just expecting a couple of tame races, just see where you end up, lock yourself into a grid. But mate, she is, there we go, Gregory up into the 79 of Harding, and that is huge. That is a big moment, Gregory.
Get out.
Oh, that is unwanted for the defending champion. Meantime, Luke Bradley leads them out. It is the final lap. And I tell you what, look for the 371 and the 51. The only ones working at the moment, or is Cam James going to be able to steal one? Here's the 371 on the scene. Look at it go wide.
Look at Kempy.
Kirk. Hayden Kirk. Green, who's it gonna be? Kempy up high! Big one again, folks! It's gonna be Hayden Kirk! And I tell you what, if this is anything to go by, this is gonna be one hell of a main race, Carl.
Woo, that was these finishes to these last couple of jewels, Brad, has just got me on the edge of my seat. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, I tell you what, this is ENSCAR. ENSCAR racing at its best, and we've still got the 50-lap race ahead of us, folks. And what a start to the night it has been with 2 dual races in the books. That is going to be how they line up tonight. We'll get our results.
Rest in peace, eardrums, if you've got earphones in.
Yeah, expect more of this tonight, folks, I tell you. We love it up here. So we check out that finish. Look how close it was. Nothing in it between Kirk and Bradley. But Hayden Kirk, he will start on the outside of the front row. We go back to Bradley. David Sontag comes home P3. A massive race for him. And Craig Corbett home in P4. Cam James P5. You just check out those names at the top of the timing charts. And mate, Dega, one thing it does, it brings the underdogs to the front of the field, as we see there Bryce Harding 18th, and he's going to be lining up P36 in the main race.
How big was Kempy's run just then?
Yeah, that was something else, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, we got
just having fanned out 4 wide across the track coming to the line. It's just like, where do I look? Who do I watch? You know, and then you just see, what did someone say? The Swerve Nationals. Oh.
I tell you what, this is going to be a massive race, I can tell you now. Thanks to everyone for tuning in so far. 2 dual races in the books, and mate, we still have 50 laps of bump drafting ahead of us, so man, hold on tight.
Hold on to your hats, folks.
Yeah, this is going to be a hell of a ride.
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully that wasn't the. Hopefully it's not a bit of an anticlimax.
Yeah, that is for sure, Carl. We don't want any of that.
Not when we've got these lovely viewers checking in, loving the excitement. Cheers, Luke.
I'll tell you what, I'm just going to quickly go to the toilet before we get underway, Carl.
Well, this is a bit boring because we're just looking at a blimp view, and these guys haven't listened to me. Anyway, we just stick around, folks. We're just going through a bit of a warm up, or giving these drivers a bit of a break between jumping back into the grids for the main race of 50 laps. Carnage, absolute carnage at the end of that race, Willie. Absolute carnage. It's one of those typical Dega Super Speedway finishes. That's what you love to see. Everyone's got a chance coming down to the line. You don't know where to look. Commentary box is absolutely blowing up, going off. It's what we it's what we come here for. More carnage the better. Yeah, well, you lads are normally out of the carnage, so it's probably a good thing you guys can sit back and watch and soak it all up. But
And it's all right while we don't have yellows, yeah, Carl, because the second we start getting yellows and those crashes start getting drawn out.
Oh, yeah.
But here we go. So, just 15 seconds to go. We'll see if we can get ourselves a grid lineup going for the main race. Of course, if you are tuning in, not yet following the channel, make sure you hit that follow button and turn your notifications on.
Yeah, there's a little rule though when you hit that follow button. If you're not already subbed, you've actually got to hit the subscribe button too. If you're new to the channel, show the boys some love, help grow the channel, get some support going. Surely these Sigma guys that are on holiday, I mean, if they've got enough money to go on holiday, surely they can chuck a little sub in for the month. Come on, boys.
Pretty sure most of them are, to be fair. Here we go. We'll get some grids up, and we'll get a prediction up in the chat as well for you. Here we go. Out of row number 1, it's going to be Caleb Beecroft lining up next to Hayden Kirk.
Number 2, we have Chris Bradley.
Out of row number 3, it'll be that man in the 72, Big Pop, Jamie Yarnmart, lining up next to David Sontag.
From row number 4, we have Ben Stillborn and Craig Corbett.
Out of row number 5, it'll be Daniel Johnstone lining up next to Cam James.
From row number 6, it is a Racing Depot lockout with Peter Rothmitz and Ed Green.
Out of row number 7, it'll be the 15 of Corey Crossan lining up next to the 51 of Matt Pluck.
Starting from row number 8, we have Wayne Van Buljon and Michael Kemp.
Out of row number 9, it'll be Jordeep Stubbs lining up next to Paul Stewart.
From row number 10, we have Marty Mitchell and Ben Doherty, the Pink Panther.
Out of row 11, it'll be Deepak Gregory lining up next to Justin Allen.
From row number 12, we have R.C. Brown and Don Gilbert.
Out of row 13, it'll be Xavier Simmons and Kyle Matthews.
Row 14, we have Dylan Jordan and Luke Yeager.
Out of row 15, it'll be Westbury and Aidan Gregory.
From row number 16, we have Paul McKenzie and Josh Galashan.
Out of row 17, we'll see George Elliott lining up next to Thomas McEwen.
From row number 18, we have Matt Blee and Bryce Harding.
And off the final row of the grid, it'll be the 145 of Scott Kinton. And I tell you what, we are about to go green here at Dega for round 12 of the ENSCAR Championship. That being the first race of the round of 10, Carl. And she's going to be all on.
Yes. This is, look for guys to be a little bit more pushy, possibly. Or trying to, like, particularly those guys on the bubble, trying to lock themselves into that championship race. And have a crack at taking that crown off Bryce Harding this season.
Yeah, it's going to be on as Caleb Beecroft leads the field. out, we're green flag, and we are underway and racing.
Yeah, there we go.
So just get
No.
this prediction in the chat there. Shane, take it away, Carl.
No, well, I'm just waiting for you to get your prediction up so I can go and have a little nibble at it.
Go put
Throw some of my go throw some of my channel points away.
Yeah, too, right. Rude not to.
Well, we're still green on the instant jet too, which is nice. Anyway, Hayden Kirk out to an early lead on that top lane there. That noise is intoxicating. No, back to the racing there. Sorry. Hayden Kirk top line, creating a bit of a run as we see Bradley and Sontag sort of just following him behind here. And that bottom lane, like we were saying a little bit earlier on the broadcast, Brad, doesn't quite have that momentum. So some of these guys like a Big Pop or Robertson maybe get up top and try and find a gap. So we see this pole.
There we go. It's in the chat now. So get your channel points in on that one. Let us know your thoughts. When are we going to see the big one here at Dega? As Hayden Kirk takes the early lead, 2 laps in of 50. Cars further back look like we're already going 3 wide.
Why are we going 3 wide, 10 rows back?
Is that Mr. Justin
Allen.
Allen maybe? Just letting the field go through for now, possibly.
Come on, son. Get amongst
Yeah,
it.
get amongst it, you reckon?
Oh, yeah, that's no point falling back. Get amongst it, sunshine.
What a sight it is.
Oh,
Again,
yeah,
we
fact.
mate, we're round 12 rounds of 14 into the season, and we've got 37 cars.
There's
starting
no
the
other
race.
place to race. There is no other place to race on Wednesday night, Brad, other than ENSCAR.
So right, Mr.
tell
Knight
you.
in the channel. How are we tonight, Sean? Tell you what, Big Pop, he's had a fantastic start to the night. P3 in dual race number 1. And now finds himself at the pointy end of the field, currently P7. And mate, he'll be looking to be there at the end to try and take it away. I'll tell you what, I'll be out of my seat if he gets a shot at it.
I think we'll be blowing the roof off this comms box if Big Pop gets a chance at that dub.
At the glory.
Oh, yeah.
Too
No,
right.
but back to what you're saying about round 12 or 14 of the season. We're seeing this. This is, I guess, something that the league has been building over a number of seasons. All Beecroft very loose. We've been building for a number of seasons now. Obviously, Brad, and obviously you've been a part of that. You've been able to see that, and just been making it a very inclusive community and a place that people want to come and race. And no surprises as to why we've got 30 plus, 35 plus cars rocking up this late into the season.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Every team.
Yeah, it's good to see the numbers all the way through. Of course, the Plate Championship is a big part of that as well. The guys not currently running inside that round of 10 tonight. You know, a majority of the rest of the field, they're all racing for a Plate Championship. Of course, Luke Bradley leads the way in that at the moment from Luke Yeager.
The Plate Championship is just for the guys that don't make the top 16 to get into the chase, and it's just a points accumulation championship for the back half of the season. And then obviously the top 16 is the chase or championship structure that we run. So basically the Plate, the best way is the best of the rest.
Yeah, and it's certainly a what gets everyone to the remaining rounds, I guess. Because if you are currently tuning in on the New Zealand Sim Racing TV channels, make sure you do pop over to our Twitch channel. Drop us a follow. It's where you can join in on the chat. It's at THD_Brad on Twitch. We see here Ben Stillborn, one of those Sigma guys, starting to make his way to the front, along with Corey Crossan as well. Carl starting to work his way forward through the field. Currently sits P13.
Yeah, these boys all obviously want to be staying nice and close together, working with each other, and either getting themselves up the front or I guess away from that mid-pack as soon as they can to give themselves or sort of mitigate that risk of being caught up in something serious. So you either go way out the back, save a lot of fuel, and as we're seeing a bit of 3 wide with D-pack in between Thomas McEwen and Kyle Matthews there, but yeah, either get back to the back of the pack and save a lot of fuel, get to the front and stay out of harm's way, essentially.
Yeah, it's too right. So basically the plate championship is the guys that didn't make the playoffs, you have to do a certain amount of rounds to qualify for the plate championship, and they have their own little championship. It's like sort of the best of the rest, I guess. Yeah, Carl? That's what you call it.
Yeah.
And then you've got the main playoff championship, which started with 15, and obviously tonight and into the round of 10 tonight, and then next week we go to Vegas. It was, yeah.
Correct, Vegas and then Homestead.
Yeah, and then we drop 5 and head to the championship race with 5 at Homestead, Miami.
I don't know why I said Phoenix earlier in the broadcast.
Because that seems like the track that we normally end on, yeah? That's probably where the main championship's ending this year.
Yeah, it is, but in my head, I don't know why I said Phoenix.
Oh, look out.
With misinformation. 3 wide up into the fence, we're going to go yellow.
Oh, that is on. It looked like Gregory possibly involved in that. They went 4 wide temporarily. And I tell you what, cars everywhere. We're 8 laps in. And is that the big one? That is the question. We will find out after 50 laps if we're going to see bigger. Let's get some replays going, hopefully, here, Carl. Looks like possibly Galashan involved. We're yellow, so we'll get some replays up for you. Let's see, 4 wide, and you saw a bit of contact from the 42. Yeah, which drove the 11 of Simmons. Oh, Allen involved as well. Simmons looks like he probably escaped that with not too much damage. Let's see if we can ride on board here with Simmons. There we go. We'll run that back a bit, Carl, and just...
Yeah, it's not...
Watch the 42 come through, and looks like he just, gets into the side of the 11. And then, from there, we know what happens on super speedways. Cars, what have we got? About 4 cars involved possibly. We saw it again there, the 42 moves up. Not too much damage, but certainly 4 cars caught up in that one. McEwen, looks like he got around it. Is he drunk in the chat? There you go. Possibly. Possibly. Just got into the side of Simmons, so early damage, early pit stops as well. A couple of cars heading down.
What's that emoji? I can't even see it.
What was that? Sorry, mate?
What's that emoji? I can't even see it.
I'm not quite sure. Someone tell us what that is. Sorry, now I'm too busy looking at that. We've lost sight of any cars. It's going pear-shaped here. But
we do that. We do that, Dragon. But just selected few. Or if anyone jumps in the waiting room, they can come out and chat to us. But
head scratch emoji.
Doesn't look like that on a computer anyway. It looks like, there you go. I was going to say, it looks like peanuts.
Peanuts, there you go.
These nuts.
Oh, classic. Classic. Pete time, Sontag. He's going to be your front runner. Is Harding down pit lane? He's got his stop done. So, yeah, just fairly short stop to be fair. The rest of these guys looks like
first under yellow.
Yeah, looks like the rest of these guys getting a bit of damage repairs done. Of course, get damage at Dega, Carl, and mate,
Night over.
it can cost you big time the draft. Penis nuts, there you go. It's the Aaron Gray peanut. Oh boy. So a few cars getting some damage tended to early. Carl, we better note that down, mate. Lap 8. We've had our first incident and first caution of the night. Oh, nice and early.
Yeah, Sontag leading out the Strazberg Designs. 175 at Talladega.
How good is it to see those cars? I'll tell you what, Michael Kent, it's P5, Carl, so we've obviously had a few cars decide to pop down pit lane.
Get a bit of fuel.
Get
Top up.
Yeah, topped off on fuel. You never know when that next yellow's going to come about.
Yeah.
And again, while we are under yellow, shout out to Strazberg Design, sponsors of this week's race here at Talladega, and of course Active Helwick, our ENSCAR sponsor for the season. Good to have those guys on board.
And of course, thank you to all of you lovely people coming to tune in. There's 26 of you at the moment, so appreciate all that.
Yeah, make sure you give
If you haven't already.
give the channel a follow if you haven't. I'm pretty sure you're about to say that, Carl. Just took the words out of
You
your
took
mouth.
the word up. You pretty much did, Brad, but you didn't follow it up with the. Once you push the follow button, you've got to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already.
Yeah, and if you haven't voted yet, get your prediction in. It's there. And if if you can't see it, exit out of the stream, come back in, and it should pop up for you. Get your channel points in.
Waste them all.
When's the big one going to happen? Doesn't look like we've had too many people. D-Dragon 22 went 0 to 10 laps in English.
Is that Josh Henderson undercover?
I don't know what you're talking about in English. I didn't think don't know if I can make it any clearer, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's sitting at the top of my stream. When will the big one happen?
Well, the pace car lights are off, peeling it down pit lane.
This is not Josh Henderson, laugh out loud. Here we go, Sontag to get us back underway. Luke Bradley to his outside of Big Pop is going to restart the race out of P4. Look out, the 98 of Kempy out of P5, and Westbury. He's done a great job to bring himself up through the field. Let's see if we can get that the movers. Paul McKenzie up 23 spots, Carl.
Same as Julian
Same as Westbury, yeah, that is some huge move.
You got a taste of being up front of that jewel and thought, oh, this is a bit of me, I like this.
Yeah, get amongst it. Well, let's see.
And Big Pop, taking on the outside road there.
Soon, surely, Kempy's in. Kempy's there. Oh, look at Big Pop. Is he going to get a big push to the front here? McKenzie, Cole Trickle, along with... Who is that to the outside? Hayden Kirk no, it's Cam James, in fact, in the 99. On that outside line, and we've seen, Carl, tonight that outside line generally gets the big momentum going.
What does Big Pop do when he gets to the front? Surely he stays there, eh?
Oh, mate, just gets the anchor out and starts blocking everyone, surely.
We just jinxed Julio.
Oh, is he gone? Nah, he's there, mate. He's good. It's alright, it's only Josh Henderson that can jinx Julio, so he's safe. He's safe for now, anyway.
Big Pop with the run out of two. Robinson
Jesus!
forcing himself down into that bottom lane, giving Big Pop that run. Look at this, Corey Crossan, fourth on the outside row. Look, whoa, there's lots of chopping and changing. They look to come down. McKenzie down in front of Luke Bradley. Look at this, Big Pop leading us out here in the Strazberg Designs 175 at Talladega.
How good is it? Get up it.
Get up, Big Pop.
Someone
get that lap lead.
Clip it. Someone clip it. Get it in. Big Pop's going to lead a lap here at Talladega. The 72. Collins Automotive sponsored. THD Sim Sports driver. How good. Leads a lap in the ENSCAR Championship.
Look it up top, Big Pop. Stop that run.
Get your brakes out. Mackenzie in behind him. Big run coming from the 99 on the outside. Corey Crossan sits in behind him in the 15. He's going to try and get a lap lead as well. And Matt
Get up in
Pluck.
front of him.
Pluck is up there too.
Up top, Big Pop, up top.
How about this run from Mackenzie up 28 positions? That is huge.
Yeah, this is what we want to see this on lap 49 though, Brad, not 14.
Oh mate, I'd be losing it if it was the last lap. I'll tell you what. Kempy gets a bit of a wiggle on further back in P12. Look out, 3 wide. Westbury on the inside, Corbett through the middle. Westbury's going to get a push from Stillborn by the looks.
Yeah, well, I'm still a little bit, I guess, perplexed is the word about how Cole Trickle just forced himself into that bottom lane and just says, "Hey guys, I'm coming down here, let me in," and just made a gap.
How good in the chat there. If Jamie gets it tonight, he can sign Mr. Knight's nibble. Get amongst that Big Pop. Cam James leading it out. For the meantime, it's a lap lead here at Dega. I tell you what, Big Pop, he'll be loving this. The smile will be a mile wide. Yeah, that was a hectic move that you were just talking about there, Cal.
Yeah, well, no, we're sort of getting back into a rhythm, and I'm just going to jinx us now, Brad. You know, we've got back into a rhythm, and everyone sort of just pulled themselves together a wee bit here, and hopefully we can chalk off. We can get to at least lap 30.
Just check out progress on the 79 of Harding, currently down at 31st, but still in the draft. So you know. End of the day, that's where you need to be. If you are in the draft, you're in contention. Looks like the 11 of Simmons, he's there as well, still on the lead lap.
Not a bad spot to be. They'll be saving a lot of fuel down the back there, so hopefully they can make their pit cycle a little bit shorter and gain some spots through a pit cycle or on pit road or under yellow or something like that. So just keep an eye on that, folks, and watch that unfold.
Well, we're now 17 laps in the books. And I'll tell you what, that halfway mark fast approaching as far as playoff points go tonight. Cal, do you know when the stage ends?
Hinton up top, making it 3 wide through 1 and 2, looking to make a pass.
As I change camera.
Yeah, to answer your question, Brad wouldn't have a clue. This could bring out a yellow. Look at those. This has got Sontag and Matt Blee. No, Gilbert and Matt Blee.
Oh, this is hectic. Simmons there.
Hinton.
79 of Harding is there as well. Simmons and the 11. These guys, they need to get a move on, part of that playoff picture.
That's making my blood pressure go through the roof there.
Yeah, it's just like unneeded, eh? These guys, they really need to start working together or they're going to lose the draft of that main pack there, and it could be very well race over if you start losing that. They're too busy battling.
That's where that no stage points tonight.
No stage points. There you go.
He's more
Luke Dilworth is prepared. We aren't. Clearly.
Yeah, well, that's just, you know, it comes down to a bit of that awareness too, and that when you're in that drafting sort of format and racing, that, you know, there is no need to be racing an opponent on lap 18 for 31st position. You're better off just jumping line astern and working your way back to the pack as a team or as a group or as a unit. Which I think they've sort of realised they've done that now. Look at this. Oh, Thomas McEwen, slow down on the pole line there, Brad.
Yeah, what's he doing? It looks like he's coming down pit lane, Carl.
Well, he's about 3 corners too early for pit lane.
Oh, yeah, well, that is true. Maybe he's just had enough for one night. Galashan has. He's parked in the trailer. It's like he,
Really?
so far, is our only retirement from the race.
Brad, I'm going to leave this in your capable hands for the rest of the evening. I am off, and I will see you next week.
You joking?
No, I'm just going to the dummy meet.
I was going to say, holy crap, that's it, folks. We're done. Thanks for tuning in.
That got you going, didn't it?
Yeah, it certainly did. I'll tell you what, Cab James, in the meantime, leads it out from the 15 of Corey Crossan, who about now knows it's about the big picture. Get yourself into a position to attack in those last couple of laps. As we go 3 wide again. Putting it on the line further back, George Elliott starting to make his way back towards the front of the field. Currently sits P10. And the Kiwi Sim Racing guys all starting to get in the line. Possibly setting themselves up for a bit of an attack. We spoke about it earlier, it's a numbers game. And Corey Crossan, he is the odd one out on that outside line. His car's making contact with the fence further back, and we're still 3 wide. And it's only a matter of time until we get another one. Kiwi Sim Racing guys looking again for possibly. Oh, as I say that, Corey Crossan drops down with them. We're 3 wide again, further back, Stillborn. Starting to move forward as well, currently sits P19.
Did he manage to survive? B-Rad?
Yeah, we got it done for a couple of minutes. So Dylan
good
Jordan up on the high line, possibly trying to encourage Matt Pluck to join him up there as Pluck goes up the top. They will look to get a run, possibly move up in front of Mackenzie.
Well, that's the KSR train. Look
Yeah,
at
it
this.
is. Corey Crossan is the man in the middle amongst all this at the moment. And I have...
Yeah, it's Stillborn coming up and behind Doherty there, or the Pink Panther.
Look at Big Pop there down on the bottom in P2 at the moment. Just happy to sit behind Daniel Johnstone.
Yeah, it's not a bad spot. I'd love to see him there for another 20, 25 laps. Just saving some fuel, biding his time, and just poking that nose out at about now when he gets first. That'll be gut.
Yeah,
And
takes the win.
this place would be going off.
Oh, it should be electric. Look at the stands, absolutely jam-packed here at Talladega. First race of the round of 10. And so far tonight it has provided the goods. And an early caution on lap 8. She took about 4 cars out of contention. Since then we have been green flag racing. As we go 3 wide, Pluck, Mackenzie.
Ooh. Doherty in there behind Pluck, looking to get that pink Mustang. Latch up to the back of Pluck there and start going to work. As we see Kempy
Yeah,
up into P5, P6.
yeah, he's starting to make some moves as well. So we ride on board with him here. Sits in behind, I think that's Cole Trickle.
He's in a really good spot here, actually. Like, just, fall back the fence. And just, like, again, saving that gas. Don't need to worry about tyres. Just ready to, in a position to strike at the end if he gets a chance.
The outside line again. Having some distance, gaining some momentum.
So I'm going to leave that door open for Sontag to just creep in and take it, though. mind you. Hey, look, if we notice now, Brad, that this inside lane crossing dips down.
Oh, that's
This
interesting.
this inside lane's looking to get a little bit more momentum as the night's gone on here about half race distance, Brad. See, just off the bottom of turn 4, they've been able to drive down the front stretch and make some pace. Pluck, Doherty up high in the background here, around the outside of Sontag.
You watch for this now.
Kirkin behind them.
Just keep your eyes peeled. Oh, there's Stillborn
There we
around!
go, Stillborn round.
Stillborn, that's going to bring out our second yellow tonight. Turned around. We'll have to see if we can get a replay on that one. We'll stay live for the meantime. Let's see if we get some stops in. Don't even know if we're going to pick anything up here.
Probably waking up half the neighbourhood with getting fizzed up like this, Brad.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Gotta love it. The caution's out there. Let's see if we can find something for yous. We'll just go to this. I'm gonna have to. It hasn't come up for me, so just bear with me while I try and find the right driver.
You'll get us there. I'm a little bit AFK, just deep into my phone, replying to a message.
Let's see what's happened here for Stillborn. Z runs in the middle, 3 wide. Oh, just contact. Well, interesting. Sort of comes down from that middle line, starts dropping down to the bottom, just no room. Turned around. I don't know, you guys could judge it in the chat. I'm far from a referee, an official.
Anyway, we're back under yellow, lap 27.
And that certainly doesn't eclipse the first crash. So here we go, green. Oh, sorry, not green. Bloody hell. First stop for most of the cars. And possibly, surely only stop, Carl. These guys should be able to get home from here, yeah?
You would think so. I know that the fuel capacity has been altered slightly to make them do stops, but yeah, you would think that they should be able to get home from here based on how far they've come already. So,
and based on how much fuel they're taking too. So there you go, Cole Trickle. He's going to win the race off pit lane. Pluck's going to be in P2 all of a sudden. Luke Bradley comes off pit lane in third. Big Pop
sixth.
Came out in P6 from pit lane as we just stay with the rest of the field. See where they pop out in this one. Stillborn is going to jump a position. Well, it's going to be this man here, Cole Trickle. He's going to get things back underway. Stops. For me, I'm going to say are done and dusted.
Yeah, well, I would, and I'm gonna jump into that with you there too, Brad.
So we are over half distance here. Shout out to everyone tuning in to the action tonight. Of course, I'll say it again, if you aren't yet following the channel, make sure you hit that follow button, turn the notifications on, and we will be racing here again on this channel on Monday night as we start rounding out the season of the Porsche Carrera Cup over at Virtual Racing Aotearoa. Just 3 rounds to go, I believe, in that one. Make sure you tune into that. Can Xavier Simmons continue his hold on that championship? Of course, while I get a moment, Carl, final round of the Hyper Fiber League tomorrow night. That is going to be one hell of a night's racing from the Nürburgring. Hopefully we're still live. Yep, we are. The GP circuit, I think that one is. All things set to go live around 7:40 p.m. tomorrow night over on the New Zealand Sim Racing TV channels, exclusive to their YouTube, Facebook, and all going well. Hopefully we have no issues tomorrow night. Their Twitch channel, for some reason, that hasn't been playing the game the last couple of weeks. Hopefully we're on top of those issues, and tomorrow night there's no problems with that. Of course, a winner of that series, Carl, takes home $1,600.
Very heavy.
Yeah, some big money on the line for that one. Should be a cracker night's racing. 2 races ahead.
Enough to pay your mortgage. Enough
Yeah,
to give
if
up.
you're
Enough
lucky.
to give up working in sim racing.
Yeah, so if you're around New Zealand Sim Racing TV channels tomorrow night, we will be live over there.
Right, lights are up, Brad. We're about to get back underway. Hopefully we can get this thing done.
Yeah, we're going to have 21 to go on the restart. Let's get ready. Cold trickle. And so far, the first segment of the race has provided the biggest crash of the night, Carl.
Yeah, I think I chose 31 to 40.
Well, you never know. You never know. Things start getting wild once we get past that halfway stage, and we've reached that now, so buckle
Impatient.
up. Let's buckle up and see what the final part of this race delivers. 9:13 race time. About 50 seconds a lap, roughly. Let's see how we get on. The remainder of this race. Big Pop's still well up inside that top 10, and he will be loving it tonight.
And behind Ben Doherty is in a good spot there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kick that draft. Here we go. Cold trickle out to a great start. Gets about 4 car lengths on Luke Bradley. No doubt that gap will close up very, very soon though.
And I tell you what, if I was
Harding.
Big Pop right now, mate, I'd be hanging on to the back of those KSR cars, because
Oh, absolutely.
it is a numbers game, and you want to be there. You need to follow them as Corey Crossan and Bryce Harding. I understand further back, so Corey Crossan must have had a bit of a moment down pit lane, possibly, Carl, because he's dropped a few positions down, yeah?
Yeah, or he's just had to just gone to the back to latch up with Bryce Harding.
Try and bring him forward through the race, you reckon? Harding currently
3 wide, 4 deep.
Yeah.
Say that thing some people are 2, 3, or 4.
Whoa.
What the fuck was Siri going on about there?
What's going on there?
Siri just decided to start talking shit on my phone. No, shut up, Siri.
That's enough out of you, Siri. Look at this, 3 wide, further back through the field. Harding and Crossan trying to link up with Stillborn, get some momentum going, and possibly work their way through the field. You see Caleb Beecroft further back at 29th. And
Yellow,
here we
yellow.
go, folks! Here we go! That has certainly eclipsed the first one. Pluck involved. Stubbsy involved. Cam James involved. Who survived? Big Pop.
Do I get my money?
Big Pop. What are we? 20 to go.
19 to go.
We're going to be 19, but that happened with 20 to go.
That happened on 90 to go.
So we're 31 laps now.
yeah,
32
So
laps.
32.
Yeah, so
32.
31. That happened on the 31st lap.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. What have we
Yeah,
got?
who-
Surely we've got something this time.
Can you go back and check results or no? Because I'm
Okay, this everyone's.
going to be fizzed.
Yeah, let's have a look. This is huge. We've got plenty of people popping up on this one.
I think that takes the cake so far tonight.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Because I think it's happened out the front. Well, this is on the restart, so that ain't gonna tell us about.
Nah.
What about? I'll try and find someone further up.
Go on board, Pluck.
Yeah, there it is. It's already happened. So Pluck looks like he's been turned
Oh.
around. Let's find Matt
That's
Pluck.
what
Bear with us while we try and figure out what the hell is going on here. Here's Pluck here. Let's just rewind this up and see what's unfolded, Carl. Because he was out in front. Oh, I tell you what. If this ain't KSR on KSR, look at this Doherty pushing the 51 hard, gets into him and says, take that, son. Pluck. Oh, Gregory. Up on 2. Almost gave us a lid skid. And there are cars everywhere. And I tell you what.
Stewards call that.
I'll tell you what, that one's certainly bigger than the one we had on lap 8, Carl.
I think so.
We watch
Interesting to see
here.
how the stewards call that because
Let's see the 99 here. We'll stay with Cam James. It's about to unfold in front of him. Okay, the 51's around. Oh, and he tried to avoid it. Oh, and Westbury, unlucky. If there's one of the unluckiest drivers out there, it's got to be Westbury. Have another angle of this. He looked like he was almost through. Look at this from the 95. Gets, a bit of contact. Oh, yeah. Hard into the back of Doherty, so...
It's huge punt.
Yeah,
huge
it's
punt.
big damage to the front of the 95, so he's going to be suffering after that one, so... Well, yes, you're not wrong there. You are not wrong there. I tell you what. Get him in for a chat. Where is Matt Pluck? Matt, is he live on his channel? Get him in here. Someone make it happen. He's got to be live on Twitch right now. Tell him the comms box want to have a word with him.
Well. What are we, 17 to go?
Oh boy.
I feel like there's another one. There's a big one brewing.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, if you voted lap 31 to 40, you're in the box seat at the moment because that was certainly bigger than the first one we had, Carl. And KSR
Done 8 minutes
versus
required
KSR. Yeah, unlucky, Julian. You were having a hell of a run. And just, oh man, caught up in an unfortunate incident. I guess that is the super speedway racing for you, but man, she was a hell of a run until then. Talking about hell of a runs, look at this man here now, the 72. Big pop. It's going to be outside row 1 on the restart, and we talk about the momentum that Highline's had throughout the race. Let's see if this momentum can continue on this restart. We have had 2. So we had an opening crash on lap 8. It took about 4 cars out, and now this one is our that one that we just had. That one's definitely the biggest one of the night. We had a single car spin from Stillborn, which brought out caution number 2. But yeah, that one. What are you trying to say there, Luke? Oh boy. Here we go, Carl. Looks like Matt Pluck's not going to join us. Too busy sitting down pit lane. So we're going to go back racing. This time by Hayden Kirk to lead proceedings out. Look at Luke Bradley. And that guy, he's been there or thereabouts all season. Just missed out on making the round of 15. Certainly making up for it for leading the plate championship at the moment, Carl.
Yes, he's doing a good job of that. So he might be stretching that margin on Luke Yeager a little bit more tonight, obviously. But our eyes in this comms box, Brad, are absolutely stuck to that number 72 Collins Automotive Ford Mustang of Big Pop for the next 15 laps.
Yeah, let's see what he can produce. Can he get the job done tonight here at Talladega? As we see those Sigma cars starting to make their way forward there of Stillborn, Crossan and Harding. But to tell you what, the restart from Big Pop, that was on.
Yeah, well, has he...
Oh, look at us spin the back 3 wide already. Let's go racing.
I don't know, has he gone a bit early there, Brad?
Yeah, possibly.
Mate, he might have got a bit excited. I heard cowbells
Yeah.
down in the lower parts of the grandstand.
You're
down
not
from
wrong.
this commentary box here. He might have got a little bit excited with those cowbells going off.
Tell you what, look at this run here from Harding now. Moves up inside the top 10 just like that. Just like that. He is following the 82 of George Mills. Sorry, George Elliott.
George Mills? I was going to
Used
say
to-
who's George Mills.
Yeah, I used to call him that on BRE, even though it's James Mills.
That's right, we'll let you off.
Yeah, it comes up as George Mills. So we see here, Big Pop giving Hayden Kirk a huge push at the moment. Tell you what, Luke Bradley, get amongst that train, son. Get into it. Steer him clear. Scott Kinton up into P5 in the 145. How good is that? Big Pop, he is just
Look at Harding.
a charge. Oh, Harding's about to get pushed to the
Go
lead
to the
here.
background. We're going yellow again, Brad. Background.
Who is it? Oh, is that Pluck? No, it's Dylan Jordan. We stay green somehow. Dylan Jordan having a bit of a moment. We stay green. The 72
Down low.
drops to at the bottom. Come on, Harding. Come on, Liam. Get in the chat. Get in on Discord, mate. Give 72 a push home. Give him a push, because Harding's going to try and look to lock himself in to that round of 5 tonight, and he needs
He
a
needs
big
it.
result.
But,
Look at this huge push from Harding.
he needs the win, but ENSCAR needs Big Pop.
You're not wrong. Get amongst it. Shape it up to be a ripper finish. 37 of 50 in the books. Kirk leads it out from Harding. And that's Ant Green. What a run from Ant Green. And look at this. This is
Daniel
your split.
Johnston.
They've left get the rest of the field, Carl. So this, your winner, is going to come from this unless we get a yellow.
Hinton. He's up into 7th spot from the back of the grid. It's a 30 spot rise.
That is huge.
Is it Big Pop, you filthy mutt, coming from
Look
Davo
at
in the
Harding,
chat?
though. Bryce Harding's up 32 positions. He started from grid 36, I believe. That is insane. That
Come on.
is insane.
We just need to tighten up this bottom lane a little bit here. Big Pop needs to stay off the apron. That's going to be slowing him down.
There you go. Davo with the chat there. He's letting his feelings known. I'll tell you what, we have 13 to go. Make it 12 this time by for Hayden Kirk. Leading it out. Could be anyone's. The Digger Cam, what a shot it is. Harding in second with another big run.
If Big Pop just stays where he is, these look for Harding to obviously make a move up top and leave Hayden Kirk as a sitting duck. When that happens, it'll be like hitting a bloody brick wall, and Big Pop will have a chance, even if he sits in behind Ant Green. This is not a bad shout. Ant Green can just punch a hole through that air for him.
Look who else is coming into this one. Simmons
MP.
on the outside in P8. And
MP at the back of this train.
MP2, yeah. Wayne Van Biljon, he's in it with 2, and we're saying those guys behind are gone. They've managed to get that draft back now. Caleb Beecroft leading the charge to get back into that train.
I mean,
But
to
I tell
10
you
to
what,
go here, Brad.
He's bringing one of those Priuses with him. Just trying to figure out which one it is. It looks like it's a Jordeep Stubbs starting to get himself into the fight. As we see here, look at this. Big pushes going on throughout the field. 72 of Big Pop latching on to the back of 39 of Ant Green. And
It's
this
starting
is-
to build, Brad. We can start to feel this atmosphere, this intensity.
Yeah, you know it's going to be on.
Big Pop just needs to keep it smooth. Easy, big man, easy.
On the field, they start snaking up the straights.
That inside lane's just getting a little bit untidy. They just need to tighten things down and keep that momentum. We did see that bottom lane start to make a little bit of a run, but Hayden Kirk, Bryce Harding, David Sontag, Xavier Simmons, that top lane doing a great job of being nice and smooth, keeping that momentum up high.
Yeah, what do you do if you're the 72? If the opportunity arises to jump up the top, do you take it? Or do you...
don't want to go too far back. You don't want to go too
Oh,
far back.
look out! Oh! Almost! Almost for the 72! That was close. What do you do? Harding now on. It's an 8 drops
on.
back down. Sontag. He's going to say, give me a push, boys.
This may help that bottom lane a little bit of steadiness out front.
Tell you
The
what,
car coming out of line up the top and creating a little bit of a gap and like losing a bit of momentum up there is letting that bottom lane come back. Big Pop 3 back.
Oh, yellow!
Oh, yellow!
Yellow. And that has happened further back in the field. Possibly, oh, there it is. The 42 of Deepak Gregory. What has unfolded? Are we going to get a replay of this one? Or is it going to be Nightmare City all over again? Gregory off track. We've got something. Let's see if we can unfold this one. So late caution. This is definitely adding. Oh, there you go. Oh, boy, oh boy. It's been one of those nights for Deepak tonight. Let's see. Take it back a bit. Oh, don't even know. Don't even ask me. What's your thoughts?
Next.
What's your thoughts?
Next.
I'll tell you what.
Well. Well, we're gonna Big Pop's in 7th, so he's gonna be 4th row back on the inside.
Yeah, not a bad place to be. What are we going to have? We're going to have
Not
about
bad.
5, possibly 4 to go on the restart, Carl.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be quite aggressive on the restart.
Yeah.
One of you Chili boys get in there and just tell him to get aggressive. Well, we probably don't need to. He's just going to do that anyway, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. And I tell you what, one man that will be wanting to get aggressive on it, and that is that 79 of Harding, up 34 positions since the start of the race, and that has been one hell of a climb. Along with George Elliott up 28, Scott Kinton in that 145 up 24, Simmons up 22, and Cole Matthews up 16. Some massive movers throughout that field tonight, Carl.
Yeah, it's some big movers. And Dilworth and McClune mathematically locked into the final race already.
What was that, sorry? Luke Dilworth?
And Willie McClune, have they locked themselves?
Look, Luke Dilworth, he had a massive lead coming into tonight. While we get a bit of a caution, let's just remind everyone of the current situation coming into tonight. And you can see it there above that cut line. Dilworth, he's about 42 points in the good from Stillborn. So it's a decent help. It's probably what he needed, missing tonight. Willie McClune sitting on 3,030 points coming in tonight. Also has a decent buffer, and you could probably count on both of those guys being up towards pointy end come Vegas. So, yeah, as we get that in chat there, Willie is worried about his position at the moment. Yeah, look, it's 25 points in the good from Stillborn, but Stillborn, of course, tonight, just try and pick him out.
Well, if Harding wins, he'll be ahead of... So that'll put McClune in effective 3rd. And
I can't even find him. Stillborn's down at 19th, and Corey Crossan, who is also below that cut line. Crossan currently sits 18th, just one in front of Stillborn. So those two guys wanted to have a good night tonight. The guys who are having a good night, Xavier Simmons, who, again,
who's Black?
below that cut line, he's going to be elevated above the cut line after tonight, no doubt about that. Because Matt Clark is down in P34, and he's above the cut line at the moment. Dylan Jordan, above the cut line, and he is down in 29th. So, look to see Simmons.
Simmons.
Yeah, Simmons definitely is going to put himself, if he finishes where he is, he's going to put himself up.
So, Matt Clark, so basically,
Hayden Kirk.
Simmons, Crossan, Stillborn, and Harding will all be ahead of play. So, this is juicy.
I tell you what,
juicy.
if
There's a lot to come out of this.
If Hayden Kirk gets it done tonight, that is going to throw it wide open. Because he is looking in real trouble coming into tonight. At the moment, is going to lead us out on the restart. So
George Elliott in behind him. You got to think Xavier may be trying to get up top, get him behind Bryce Harding, push him. That brings George Elliott up and straight in behind Hayden Kirk there. Big pop straight in behind Elliott, 3 back, the inside.
And things
possible striking distance.
Tell you what, things are heating up, aren't they? If you look at that overall picture, with a couple of drivers missing tonight and a couple of drivers having an absolute nightmare, this round of 10 is going to be wide open going into Vegas.
Yeah, well, we got, like I say, you got Pluck's way down, so he's all of a sudden now in the red zone. So was Dylan Jordan with the likes of Kirk, Simmons, who else? Stillborn and Crossan, all having reasonable results so far tonight, and Bryce Harding up on the front row here, as we can see, as the lights are out on the pace car. We're going to go racing this time by with 6 to go here, Brad. So buckle up, folks. These next 5 or 6 laps are going to be action-packed, intense, and we are going to be absolutely screaming at you.
Yeah, here we go. You got
on the way to the line.
There's just some sort of anticipation around a super speedway, and I tell you what, with 5 to go on the restart, it's time to buckle up, because this one is going to provide the goods, no doubt about it. Let's see if we can get to the white flag. If we get to there, it is going to be a wild finish. As Kirk gets the green flag, we're back racing. 5 to go here at Talladega. And Kirk straight to the top. It's interesting.
Is that somewhat of a play to maybe hold Harding behind him and not let him get that easy win?
Well, I'll tell you what, Hayden Kirk.
Big Pop one closer to. Look at this Big Pop, second back on the inside. George Elliott. Simmons now to the top.
Hayden Kirk needs the win. He needs the win tonight, because he is languishing in that playoff position at the moment.
So does Harding, though.
An interesting move that he jumped up the top. He obviously feels that's going to have the momentum as we get closer to that checkered flag, as we're almost going 3 wide further back. Caleb Beecroft does that, 3 wide. Corey Crossan sits in behind. We'll keep an eye on their progress. It's Big Pop down on that bottom line. Sits in behind George Elliott. Can they get some sort of momentum going as Scott Kinton joins the party down the bottom as well? So some of these names starting to make their way towards the front. Ones you're not used to seeing as Harding jumps up to the top. What's Kirk going to do? Oh, contact! Oh, look out! That's the big one again! Big Pop's involved! We're going to stay green, are you kidding me? Simmons out front, there's the yellow! There is the yellow! And I tell you what, the 3 of Wayne Van Biljon caught up in that one. The dream run for the 72 of Big Pop, he was involved in that as well. Looks like the 99 of Cam James, Ben Doherty involved. And just like that, everything taken away from that 72. I'll see if I can pick anything up here. Carl. See if we can see where this all began. Oh, and I tell you what, we'll go back a bit. Looks the 39. Oh yeah, I don't even want to call it. Looks
Yeah,
like
well, one of the professionals already has down there.
Big Pop caused it. Well, interesting. I don't know. He looks like he's sitting in behind the 82. Still does. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Looks like most people
Well.
got away with too much damage by the looks, but we'll just have to wait and see. So we're going to be green, white, checker.
Exactly. Just takes us to a green, white checker.
Well, let's see what happens from here. Simmons, he's going to be down the bottom on the restart out of 1. Harding out of 2. Both guys would love a win tonight. So let's see what happens here. Hayden Kirk still sits there in P4. Beecroft having a good run up into 3rd.
Well, that's going to put, even if Harding finishes here, that's going to put him on 35 points for the night. So what was he on? He was on 3,006?
6 maybe, yeah.
Okay, so that'll put him on 3,041.
Which still hasn't even caught Dilworth in first. But what
No,
about...
but he's now ahead of McClellan. So he'll be on point to be second. Simmons will be...
ahead as well.
So actually, no, Harding will be sitting in 3rd, Simmons 2nd, Dilworth 1st. But Simmons would be locking himself straight into the championship finale. So that's basically 2 spots taken mathematically with Dilworth on the points he's in. And Simmons, if he wins, he's in, leaving 3 spots to be fought out between. McClune. Who else did we have up there?
I can fix that for you if you want, David. Sorry, Carl, interrupt you.
No, you're right. I'm just trying to jog my memory, but yeah. So this is very interesting. This has been a hell of a race to call from a championship points perspective in the chase and that knockout in the playoffs. Sorry, in that playoff bracket, Brad. Very, very a lot happening.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I can literally press the button to run an ad for you if you want. Simmons, though, he's going to be restarting us out of the front row, and this is going to be a pretty hectic run to the finish line. How many shots have we got at this, Carl? Is this the only one?
I think we get one chance at a greenwood chicken.
Okay. Cars are going to go back 2 wide. Do it for his timeout. I can time him out.
Just run like a 5-minute ad.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I can run a 60-second ad.
Well, we're starting to go back 2 wide here, folks. As per, thank you for your support here on a Wednesday night. Tuning in for some ENSCAR. And again, thanks to Strazberg Designs. If you're not first, look good coming last. Head on over or get in touch with David Sontag or Don Gilbert, one of those boys, and they'll point you in the right direction about getting one of the liveries done from them. And as always, all season long, active Howick. Thank you for the support. And again, it all comes back down to those lovely viewers behind their devices, Brad, that...
Yeah, he's on fire. He's on fire tonight, I tell you. Standard night for Carl. For David, sorry.
Yeah, and to all you behind your devices, thanks for tuning in and supporting the channel and supporting ENSCAR on a Wednesday night here. Do not go anywhere. 3 laps to go. With a green-white checker, can Simmons hold off Harding? Or will it be Kirk sneaking from that second row to take the win and lock himself into the championship finale at Homestead Miami Speedway in 2 weeks' time?
Let's see what our defending back-to-back champion can do from the outside line. The 79 of Harding. See what sort of a restart he gets here. And has he got some help around him? Yes, he does. Corey Crossan sits a couple of cars back along with Stillborn. And are we going to see an early scrap here, Carl, or they will save it for the last lap?
Don't know, that transition that I did was a little bit professional though.
That was
probably too
fucking
professional.
Brilliant, I tell you.
Yeah, too good for us.
It.
Jesus.
Get behind
Could
it.
do. Anyway, we're going back racing here. Brad Simmons to lead us out. Here we go. Green white chicken.
Let's go for the run from the 371, that high line. I tell you what, it's going off already further back. What is going on there?
Someone missed a gear. Looked like Justin Allen possibly, or Wayne Van Buljon.
Yeah, it looks like it was the 3 of Buljon, as we see Justin Allen just sits back in P23 at the moment. But these guys, oh, Harding, look for this, the 371, that could happen. The 79 of Harding, he could get flushed out here as Kempe looks for a run through the middle. 2 to go, we're going to be white flag this time by Kirk. Leads it out from Simmons. Oh, contact further back.
Is it going yellow?
113 is around. Oh, we've gone yellow, and that could be it. Done and dusted. Hayden Kirk. Is he going to grab the spot? Surely. Surely we get a green-white checker. No white flag in the air. What a finish to the race. We didn't want to see it end
Who was the
like
guy that had
this.
to ruin that?
But I tell you what.
Who had to ruin it? Who had to ruin it?
I tell you what, Carl. Hayden Kirk has dug himself out of a huge hole here, and he has just put some massive pressure on the rest of the field, because Hayden Kirk looked to be done and dusted, and now has locked himself into the championship race.
I've got crying kids in the background here, Brad. This is not a good sign.
It's not good. It's going off everywhere. And I tell you, let's see if we can get a replay. Let's see if we can figure out what has unfolded here.
Well, even so, that puts Simmons in great stead. He's now going to be in a great position going into Las Vegas.
Absolutely. And this is well and truly... Well, he's going through pit lane. We don't really need to know much about that, do we?
No.
Is it even going to give us anything here? Not by the looks. Oh, well, we'll go back live. It looked like... must have been Rothmans, was it? He's the teammate to Ed Green. It looked like the similar car that spun it around. There's a checkered drops. Man, that is an anti-climax if ever I've seen one. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to get this championship points back up on the screen, because
that's just a bit like kissing your sister, isn't it?
That is huge. Hayden Kirk came into this round on 3,001 points, and he has just locked himself into the championship race.
There you go. So Simmons is going to be sitting on 3,038.
Okay, I'll just quickly get some positions here. Simmons finished P2.
Yeah, so he's on 3,038.
Where did Dylan Jordan finish? Try and pick him out amongst the crowd. He's managed to get up to P9, Carl, so that is going to help him climb ahead of Willie McClune as well.
Yeah, well...
So Willie McClune is going
to... No, because...
Oh no, so he'll still be above Matt Pluck, but Hayden Kirk's going to elevate himself already into that championship race. So man, hold all bets, and the best...
Well, it'll be Kirk, Dilworth
Tell you what,
at this stage.
the best thing
Simmons,
you can do,
McLean.
everyone in the chat, is go and follow that page right there, and they will have some results up throughout the week, no doubt, and who has or how the round of 10 is shaping up. As we see here, Hayden Kirk celebrating the victory tonight. A bit of an anti-climax, finishing under yellow. No doubt none of these drivers would have wanted to finish this way, but
Kissing your
way.
sister's unable to point the first time.
And while you're following that page, go give that page a follow as well. THD Sim Sport Productions. Keep up to date with upcoming streams. And don't forget, Hyper Fiber League tomorrow night over on the New Zealand Sim Racing TV channels. Make sure you tune into that one.
Crossman finishing in third, second or third, so third. And even him, like...
That's helped him.
Yeah, well, he's going to be ahead of McLean. So McLean now in danger of being on the bubble.
Absolutely, as we get the man in right now. Corey Crossan, mate, well, hey, not the way anyone wants to see a race end, but nonetheless, we finish under yellow tonight. You came home P3, and in the big picture, certainly helps out as far as that championship chase goes.
It does, and as you said, no, definitely did not want to end the race that way. We fully expected another green-white checkout, but what can you do now?
Yeah, too right. I tell you what, it was certainly building to an absolute ripper end to the race, but as it is, we have a massive anticlimax, but a P3 for yourself, and mate, first Sigma driver home tonight, obviously missing Dilworth and Willie McLean, so carrying the flag, and like I said, helping the overall picture, that playoff points.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. We've, somebody's got to carry the flag while the other boys aren't here, so I tried my best. Yeah, no, good result. A few points in the bag, so we'll see where we end up next week.
Yeah, too right. So we head to the final race for the round of 10 at Las Vegas. It should be a very interesting picture as far as the point situation goes. But, mate, while you're in here, quick shout out to your sponsors or anyone else you wanted to thank.
Dirt FX for the designs. Their paint job's bloody awesome crew. They do an awesome job. And the Sigma boys, of course, and you guys for the streams. Always bloody awesome.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming in for a chat with us, Corey. And, mate, we look forward to catching the action next week at Las Vegas.
Absolutely. Hopefully we'll see you here again.
Yeah, awesome. Cheers.
See ya.
You go. Thoughts from our third place finisher tonight, Corey Crossan, part of that Sigma Sim Sports team. We'll get our second place finisher in here tonight. Another driver that really needed to have a good result tonight and has done that, a P2 finish. Again, Xavier, mate, not the way anyone wants to see a race finish, but the overall picture certainly helps you out as far as that playoff, well, the championship race goes.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I'm kind of just a bit gutted, to be fair, that the race ended like that. I think I probably should have looked at the rules a bit better. If I had known, I would have drove it a bit different. Yeah, it is what it is, I guess. So go on to next week. But yeah, so some fast guys left to try and get in.
Yeah, it certainly is in Vegas, man. That is going to be a wild night as we find our top 5 drivers to race for that championship race. I guess a bit of a leg up tonight with Willie McLean not turning up. Matt Pluck having a bit of a rough night, so that certainly has played into your favour.
Yeah, I guess so. But we'll just have to see how it goes next week. Yeah, I'm still just a bit sort of rethinking what I should have done if I had known, sort of thing in that race. But yeah hey ho. Too
right. Well, while you're in here, Xavier, mate, shout out to your sponsors. Anyone else you wanted to thank?
Yeah, just quickly, thanks to you guys for putting on the stream and commentating. Bit of a shout out to the Sigma Sim Sport boys, and then obviously to the Fastlane Esports Group, SB Tools New Zealand, Hartley Race Engine, System Decal, 17RC, and Sidebite Media.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks, Xavier, for joining us in the comms box, mate, and we look forward to Las Vegas next week.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Cheers. Well, certainly a bit unhappy there, Carl, some would say, with that result.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's probably had he could have two hands on tonight's trophy and taste a spot in the finale. So I mean, obviously anyone would be disappointed with how that race finished. But we'll drag up Kirky, have a quick chat to him, and get the show on the road.
Yeah, too right. Well, again, I'll tell you what, the guys who needed to have a good night tonight, they've certainly had a good night. Hayden Kirk, mate, things are looking a bit dicey for you as far as that top 10 point situation goes, but now we can head to Las Vegas and you can relax because you are in that championship race.
Yeah, I tell you what, I was definitely looking a bit dicey there, and then we started losing teammates left, right, and centre. So, but yeah, can't complain, right? Heat win and the main event win. I can pretty happy.
Yeah, too right. And we did notice that at one point you had just about nearly all the Kiwi Sim Racing guys all on a line and looking to mount some sort of challenge, but went a bit wayward with for the 51 of Pluck, and mate, you still somehow managed to get yourself in that position, and albeit ending under caution, but locking yourself into that championship race.
I don't care how it ends. I'll roll the dice, and but it's just we could do the whole race under caution, and I'll be happy if I'm a winner. So
yeah, too right. You play the cards that are drawn for you, and
exactly.
you certainly done that tonight. Got the job done, and well, hey, into the championship race, and mate, carrying the flag for the KSR guys go. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think we're going to be a few. And next week's going to be interesting. Like, there's some fast cars, and then you've obviously got Luke and Willie. I think Luke has a win, so he's probably already in. So it's going to be a pretty entertaining race next week.
Yeah, it certainly is. And as far as the points stack up, the only one at this stage guaranteed is yourself. Dilworth still has that little bit of a buffer, but yeah, have a bad week next week, and mate could be completely out of contention. So, like you say, Vegas, man, it is going to be a race to watch this season. That's for sure.
Yeah, we might actually have to do some practice. I know those Sigma boys, they're rapid fast, so we're going to have to be putting in a couple of extra hours just to hang with them, I think.
Yeah, certainly are. I notice most of them on a Saturday night hitting that NIS race, getting some practice laps in. So, yeah. Certainly.
Saturday nights are no deal for me.
Yeah. Too right. Well, Hayden, while you're in here, mate, quick shout out to your sponsors. Anyone else you wanted to thank?
Yeah, obviously, round sponsor we got here was Strazberg Designs. If you're not first, you're looking good last. And then we got obviously KSR and Speed Nation supplies some good gear and get the KSR discount and go racing.
Yeah, too right. Well, thanks for coming in for a chat with us, Hayden. Congrats on the win tonight and locking yourself into that championship race.
Cheers, boys. Love your work.
Cheers. Now, there you go. Thoughts of our race winner, Hayden Kirk. And well, Carl, mate, I'll tell you what, things are just stacking up perfectly for the big championship race. And, of course, our last race of the round of 10 next week.
Yeah, I mean, look, there was a couple of really nice finishes in those Jules races that outperformed that finishing under yellow. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But on to next week. Like everyone else has said in these interviews, Las Vegas, anything can happen. It's Vegas, baby. Let's go racing. Let's call something exciting and get us into Homestead, Brad. Like you say, Hayden Kirk, the only one guaranteed. But it is going to be one to turn up for next week, folks. So do come along, check it out, get amongst it. And Brad, I'll see you next week.
Yeah, absolutely. As we just flash up those results for you quickly. But like Carl said, big thanks to everyone who tuned in tonight for our first race of the round of 10 and shaping up to be a night not to miss next week, next Wednesday night. live from Las Vegas, same time, same place. Make sure you do tune in. And of course, don't forget, folks, Hyperfiber League final round coming at you tomorrow night. We'll be live over on the New Zealand Sim Racing TV channels. Make sure you go over, give them a follow, give us a follow if you aren't already on the channel, and also head over to our Facebook page, link in the chat now over on Twitch. Again, cheers everyone for tuning in tonight. Until Monday night where we go back Porsche racing, everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you